With all the exciting news surrounding Disney's two biggest story cartoons right now, The Owl House and Amphibia, it can be kinda hectic to keep up with everything that's going on. I mean, just for The Owl House alone, within a week we got the rest of the episode titles of Season 2, another new promo that dropped on Saturday, featuring even more footage than before, and while I'm writing this, we just got descriptions for more episodes! The work truly never ends. So although I do want to dive into those aforementioned descriptions, there's something else I've been meaning to touch on first. Last week, we received a tease of an upcoming character thanks to viewers reaching one of the goals on Dana's latest charity stream. Similar to Hunter's tease prior to the premiere of Season 2, this character only had half of their face illustrated. But I believe, odds are, we've already caught a glimpse of this character before, just like how Hunter appeared masked up as the Golden Guard in Youngblood Old Souls, which was before his stream tease and subsequent debut in the story. Taking a look at the design of this character, they have a dual-colored face, half golden yellow, half light blue, with red eyes, yellow sclera, and at least on the blue side of their face, has purple stars on their right cheek. Their snowy white hair appears to be medium length and messy, though we can't be certain as it's obscured by their purple star-patterned cloak. The yellow and blue skin is sure to remind people of Ina, a popular and insanely good animated web series created by Joel G. I mean, they're literally the same colors just swapped. Would not be surprised in the slightest if there was some inspiration going on there, just from the identical colors. But I digress. With the assumption that we've seen this character before, alongside the half and half and spacey design of their theme, I highly suspect that this character is none other than, or at least related to, the Collector, who briefly made their first appearance in the episode Knock Knock Knockin on Hooty's door. This character has a deep connection to the Owl Beast, as they were seen hunting the beast down, and presumably, going off how this flashback is depicted, was the one responsible for transforming the Owl Beast into a curse, trapping it within a scroll that would go on to be sold in the Boiling Isles black market. Their name is the Collector after all, so hunting down different species and transforming them into scrolls kinda explains itself, but why they're trying to collect different beings is what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Ulterior motives and changes of heart are common in the Owl House. I mean, aside from Belos and the Coven heads, every antagonistic force has shown room for growth, and then we have complete fakeouts like V, so I'm already expecting this character's arc to follow along those same lines. From what we saw of the Collector, although their cloak differs from the one here, they still have both themes present in this new character's design. Their cloak is still half and half, just half black and half gray, with the black half featuring patterns of stars and moons, while the gray half features suns. Their face was absent, displaying that of an eclipse instead, while the pendant on their cloak seems to feature two half moons divided from the center, which is a white orb that could be interpreted as another sun, more eclipse imagery. The differing cloaks could be chalked up to a few things. The mere passage of time, with the Collector changing their garments just to switch things up as the years passed. Maybe this cloak could have been a uniform for an order that no longer exists, thanks to the likes of Emperor Belos or the Titans. Maybe the purple cloak is just their casual attire, no different from how Luz switches between her everyday clothes, her Hexside uniform, and her witch's cloak. Characters having multiple outfits is just kind of the norm in the Owl House. I've noticed lately, the series has ramped up its association with eclipses as we approach the Day of Unity, something that we know will require an eclipse. I mean, Amity's necklace is an eclipse. We know of a location dubbed Eclipse Lake, and we have the mysterious Collector. Something I love about the Owl House is how everything and everyone is connected. So I actually have a strong suspicion that this character has ties to Emperor Belos. And I think our proper look at this character may come into play in a Belos episode, as we learn more about his own mysterious curse, the unknown condition that causes him to transform into a raging beast behind closed doors. But what Belos episode, may you ask? This is where we'll dive into the new episode descriptions for April, because we have a pretty crazy adventure with Luz and Hunter in store. On April 2nd, we have Any Sport in a Store, where Hunter goes undercover at Hexside for his most important mission yet. Meanwhile, Willow is determined to succeed at an exciting new sport. This is the big Hunter at Hexside adventure people have been waiting for. And with the confirmation of this being an undercover mission, I would wager that Belos has tasked him to infiltrate Hexside in order to steal Palisman. Hellstrom wood is a dwindling resource thanks to Belos and his own desperation to keep his condition at bay. With Hunter's facade seeing him join the potion track, I still believe there's a chance that through this track, he may stumble upon a very useful alternative for his uncle. As for the new sport Willow is determined to succeed at, I would imagine it's the flyer derby, given that there were posters for the sport all over her room in the episode, and it is yet to be even mentioned by name. I'm hoping this subplot explores Willow's latent power, but I'm just glad she's getting a B story. The following week, on April 9th, is Reaching Out. Amity wants to prove herself to her father, and Luz thinks she's found the perfect way to do it: underground witch duels. Now, I'm not really sure how an underground witch duel, which by all accounts sounds pretty illegal, is gonna have anything to do with the way Alador perceives Amity, but considering he was a bigger sweetheart than we expected to be, not saying that justifies any of the BS he's done, I kinda expect for this to be a heartwarming episode. Although we'll probably see more Odalia, the character we love to hate, even if she continues to trend at the Owl House having just the absolute hottest MILFs in the—
Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
Though with it being underground, I wonder if this could be the proper debut of the Collector. Again, Amity's necklace is that of an eclipse, so with that tiny connection, we could very well become acquainted with this new character here. After that, on April 16th, is Them's the Breaks, Kid, where Ida tells a story from her teen years, the days she met Rain Whispers. Whew, don't pull at my heartstrings like this! After the last Rain appearance broke my heart. Well, every Rain appearance breaks my heart, actually. This will be the origin story between these two lovers that we have been waiting for, which will also likely showcase more of how Lilith drifted away from Ida, as the photograph of Ida, Rain, and Lilith show the younger sibling display visible irritation. When it comes to Ida and Rain, I'm very excited to see where these two stood when they first met each other, and what was it that made them fall for each other. It's gonna be one for the books. After that, we get a big one. On April 23rd is Hollow Mind. A magic mishap transports Luz and Hunter into a new mindscape, and this one is a twisted nightmare. As fans have been theorizing, backed up by the newest episode promo, it seems as if Luz and Hunter will enter Belos' mind in the same fashion Luz and Amity entered Willow's mind back in Season 1's Understanding Willow, which means we will see Belos as a kid, how he came into power, and tying into the Collector once more, how he got cursed. The concept of viewing Belos' memories is exactly why I believe the Collector will pop up if he truly is cursed. They can appear in flashback form. If Luz connects the dots, she'll be reminded of Ida and the Owl Beast, which in itself could set up another episode, and it may cause Luz to actually empathize with Belos and Hunter. Look, if she gave Kikimori's psycho ass a chance, she would want to see the good in Belos, which could likely be her downfall. Now, Follies at the Coven Day Parade included Terra Snapdragon delivering a message to Luz that the Emperor looks forward to meeting her soon, which obviously is confusing as they've met before. And I believe this runs deeper than Belos anticipating Luz's attempts to stop the Day of Unity. I believe Belos was referring to this very episode. I'm about to tackle what I'm about to say at a later time so I can go more in depth, but I believe Belos has seen glimpses of the future, including Luz and Hunter infiltrating his mind. Belos is looking forward to meeting Luz, not as Emperor Belos, but his true identity, whoever he is inside of that mind. Some form of future vision would explain why Belos is always 2 steps ahead, and I absolutely believe that's what's going on here. This is gonna be a big one, y'all. Get hyped! Last but not least for the month, on April 30th, is Edge of the World. King's quest to uncover his past leads to shocking revelations and horrifying truths. I'm guessing this will be the episode where King returns to his homeland and we get acquainted with his people. The shocking truths and horrifying revelations may not just be, hey, that guy wasn't your daddy's dead, but in general of the Great Titan War. Building upon those murals we saw in Echoes of the Past, King will likely learn of his greater purpose, information on why Belos wants to resurrect the Titan, and just how exactly Belos plans to go about ridding the world of wild magic. We're entering the endgame, folks. Everything's heating up, and with the Season 2 finale being titled King's Tide, I believe there's a lot of insanity in store for us. King will be pivotal in everything moving forward. And if he didn't feel like the true King of Demons now, I'm thinking he may after everything is said and done. Now, my speculation for the last 4 titles is going to be reserved until those episode descriptions come out, but you'll get an idea of where my head is at with them in upcoming breakdowns and theory videos. But as you wait for these episodes, it wouldn't hurt to start your Season 2 rewatch, even Season 1, as a lot of things they laid the groundwork for already seem as if they're coming back into play. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? What do you expect to happen in these brand new episodes? Do you believe this new character is the Collector? And if so, why are they turning Beast into Scrolls? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet them at Roundtable Vids, and you can find me at OshrickVox. We're also on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!